How many times have you had to defend comics when someone says something like, comic books aren't art? Comics are for kids, it's not refined. Comics are just silly, they're not artistic, etc. Feel free to insert your own regularly heard derogatory comment about comic books here. Then, feel free to point those people in the direction of this video, because today I have a limited art print and my commentary on those uninformed opinions about comic books and art. So let's get into this Moon Knight Vigilante. Look at this thing. It's a work of art. Anyone who says less is clearly coming at this with a biased opinion. Nothing about this piece says unrefined or childish. This is an expert artist flexing his craft. I think a lot of people get locked into the box of art has to be this one thing. It has to be fine art. It has to have an airs of snobbery to be considered real art. Look at early comics. They were clearly drawn by creators whose job it was to get the point across and sell comics to kids at a blistering turnaround. But times have changed. Over the years, the art style has gotten more refined. Even the stuff drawn in a cartoon style is done with expert design choices and care. Look at Scotty Young's career, building an entire career out of doing these cartoon style covers. It's great. He has a huge following. People love it. That is a distinct art style. Not to mention books like Twig, which came out recently, which has a cartoon style, but is definitely not a childish or unrefined book. These artists are building on what came before, and not only in comics. You would never get a Sienkiewicz without some gothic artists or expressionists, not to mention the pop culture art movement. Look at his line work and the ability to create a moody piece. It's masterful. Comic artists are the melding of classic art and pop culture. The comic artists of today are the pop culture artists of this era. Comic books have such an influence on movies and television. There's no way that the art is not influencing all of that. You can't look at just the drawings or the paintings as a standalone. Art encompasses all of that, and comic books are at the center of it right now in pop culture in general. This art is integral to comic books, to imbue characteristics you can't easily capture with dialogue. It's a visual medium, and the art allows you to see the emotion and movement of characters in the scenes. Look at the dread on Gordon's face in Killing Joke, or the sense of foreboding in Nice House on the Lake. Even comedic twists in Deadpool require an artistic flair to hit the note properly. Comics have evolved over the decades and are constantly reinventing and improving on the art form. Without a doubt, this is modern art. Anyone disagreeing is trying to hold on to a pompous version of what art is and not taking into account the role of art on the public and pop culture. Art used to be a way to engage the public, to bring culture and ideas from around the world. The public used to line up for traveling art shows, and it was a form of entertainment of earlier times. The purpose was to arouse a feeling in the viewers, and if you need any more proof comics do that, check out this video next. And as comic readers and collectors yourself, I know you can relate to the feeling a good piece of comic art brings out.